Good afternoon, Richard from Tillers here. Welcome to another edition of our Tillers Turf Talk. And today we're going to be looking at a roller turf. We're focused on sort of harvest the last two episodes, so we thought it'd be quite nice today to focus on the end product. So what we're going to look at are the four key components of a roller turf. So we're looking at the grass leaf, the organic matter layer, the root mass and the soil. So we're going to talk a little bit about each. Now, some turf growers still sell by the square yard. Here at Tillers we buy the square metre. So each roll itself measures 1.62 metres by 0.62. That makes it just over a square metre in total. Now this is what I would call a triculture product. This is our arena. So basically this contains perennial ryegrass, fescue, smooth stalk meadow grass. So this would be a good general landscape turf, a good turf for sort of bunker banks, places like that. So what we're going to look at then, we're going to start at the top, and that's with the grass itself. So I've never actually counted myself, but some people say that there's an excess of 100,000 blades of grass in a square metre of turf. I haven't quite found the time to do that maths yet, but somebody somewhere has come up with some data that would suggest that that's somewhere around about the right sort of mark. So that kind of covers the grass leaf itself, which is obviously the bit we see. What we don't see so much is maybe what's just underneath. So just below the surface of the grass leaf we have a layer of organic matter. So this is mainly sort of comprised of sort of grass clippings, maybe a bit of dead plant material, but actually some people say it's a real negative. Actually it can have some benefits. So a little bit of controlled organic matter can help to just retain a bit of moisture, retain a bit of feed and keep the plant healthy. So as long as it's managed and monitored, then it really shouldn't be any kind of a problem at all. Below that we have tremendous root mass. Now it's ultra important when you lay new turf to ensure that you give the turf some nutrient. As you can see here, the turf's been cut, the roots have been severed, it's never under more stress than it is right now, so it needs everything that you can give it to help. So feed, water, any other sort of micronutrients or any kind of supplement you can give it to help it establish. So one of the questions we get asked quite frequently is regarding soil content. Now it's an interesting subject because if we look really close we can see here that yes, there is some soil, but it is predominantly root mass. Now there was a bit of research done a while back by the Turf Growers Association looking at soil depletion from turf, and there are lots of key facts here to learn from. And from that research they found that actually turf in many cases will take less than 0.5% of sort of an annual root vegetable crop would. So very little soil depletion. Plus the fact we've got a beautiful dense matted crop here, there's no spacing, there's no gaps, therefore there's minimal or literally no soil erosion or wind erosion or anything else that would deplete a field. Now many of the specialist products we grow at Tillers are actually grown on imported USGA SAMS root zones, so we're actually adding to a field, not taking away. But overall, the other thing to consider is that turf is maybe one crop every 2 years as opposed to root crops being every year. So it's minimal soil, and although it can look quite dramatic, it really isn't. Like I've said, predominantly root mass. So that pretty much sums up a roll of turf and what you're going to find on it. So as you can see, beautiful product, nice and dense, nice and strong, we can shake it about, no problem at all. Great, fantastic quality turf, grown to the TGA turf standards. So I hope you've learned a little bit more today. We are going to be doing a special next week, early next week, so look out for an added bonus. Hopefully see some of you up at BTME next week with Harrogate, the Greenkeeping Show. I'm sure we'll have a catch up there. There'll be lots of discussions, I'm sure, in the turf world once again. So to finish off, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, to retweet, to share, to make any comments if you wish to maybe suggest any subjects we can talk about in the future, and I'll do the very best I can. In the meantime, take care everybody, enjoy the sunshine, and we'll catch you later.